Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Planescape Torment.
I feel stronger.
Why do I always level up upon, like, entering? Didn't we save last time? Yeah, because we talked to Emmerich and all that. Like, you're still gonna be mad at me, right, Seer? Yeah, okay. Well, I guess unless you two have different sprites now, that's just coincidental. Alright, well then... I guess there's nothing left for us to do but leave. If we have to fight, I will fight those people. We did get into a fight before with some, like, people outside the bar. But other than that... I mean, what are we going to be doing from here? What is this? There's a monument, obsidian monument. There's, that. I think we just gotta leave, right? Like, go through a set of gates. I mean, if we die, we die. We gotta learn, like, how that works anyways, right? So I say we just pick a direction and go there. Unless there's some more here. You've got voice acting, Anna, so let's talk to you, actually. You see a striking red-headed girl dressed in leathered armor. Her right hand is covered in a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horned shoulder piece that protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that's flicking back and forth as you watch. And she voice acted her own line. Greetings. The girl ignores you. I'm looking for someone named Farad. Do you know where I can find him? I might see more if you sweeten the question, aye? She clicks her tongue and rubs her fingers together. Jink jink, aye? She means money. Oh. Aye, what the skull said. Hard coin. Alright, how much? How much is it to know, eh? When I haven't got all day. Turn on the... Let's see, let's try being charming. How about 10? If information is good enough, could be more. Alright then. Alright, and we give it to her. Look from in the alley spireward from the mortuary. That's to the south and west of the mortuary, aye? Oddly enough, south and west of the mortuary is an alley filled with heavily armed thugs. Know anything about that? Oh, aye? Well, you'd be best asking where old Stutter Crutches. So I like how there's both the same dialogue. I don't want to actually kill her, but I do want to... Yeah. Enough of your lies. Tell me where Farad is, girl. You'll soon number amongst the city's dead. Bar that, I have nothing more to say to you, Burke. Get... let's just leave.
I know deaders today said walking ones looks like.
I don't know why you have a vaguely Irish accent. Also, I don't know why people aren't walking where I tell them to. So I guess there is more on the map here that I didn't explore. There's, a direction we can go there. And I gotta be on the lookout for, like, armed, scary people, but so far that hasn't happened yet. There's a Dabus, I don't know, you know what I mean. Morty, your pathfinding is suboptimal. You can head south from here, too. I like the bug-looking shadow that, but let's just... I mean, we could go in, like, some of these... Should we just go in buildings, just pick random buildings, just walk into, and then enter them? Like, I think this is all the map now, right? Let's just start entering buildings, you know? We gotta progress somewhere. I wanna clear out this area of the map before we progress, and I know this is gonna be kind of slow for that, but it's a tomb.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. I don't think we should take that. I think that's money, right? I have a feeling that's like an offering for the dead or whatever, and if we take it, someone's corpse is going to be mad at us or something, or it'll be like negative karma or something. Like, I feel like that's... Normally in games it's not, you don't work on that kind of logic, I feel, but this is a case where it probably should. Angyar. This man looks haunted. His eyes are half lidded as if he had trouble sleeping. His hair is long and unkempt. His beard is flecked with bits of dead skin and old bits of food. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Greetings. The man glances up at the sound of your voice and his soft expression vanishes. Looks like someone has lit 2 fires in his eyes. What be your business barging into me house? Get, or I'll send you back to whatever grave you crawled from. Calm yourself, ask some questions. Are you daft? You filthy, scar-ridden dog? Off with you, even the powder won't be able to save your hide. Alright, yeah. How do we leave? Alright, well, we just broke into some guy's house. That was fun. I mean, we could have picked a fight with him. I don't know if that would be in our best interest. Given that we didn't really make much progress, let's try the alley. Let's try just like moving on by. Or maybe let's even just try down here because this is closer. I don't really know where we're supposed to be going, but okay. Hive Thug there, let's just keep moving quick. That's a barrier. Yeah, let's just keep moving quick. Is there a doorway here of any kind? I'm sure we're gonna get into combat of some kind eventually, but if we just move fast past the Hive Thugs, I don't think they'll hopefully start any fights. Hey, Collector, let's talk to you. Hopefully the Hive Thugs don't pick a fight with me while I'm talking to this guy. This man has draped in filthy, tattered brown robes, a long hood concealing most of his face from view. Greetings. What do you want? What is this place, first off? You're in the Hive, of course. Dirtiest bit in all of Sigil. Where are you from, Cutter? You from the Prime or something? No, I had some questions. I have some for you then. Like what you did to want to know and how badly do you want to know it? What do you mean? Look around you, Cutter. I don't make enough jink to go lighten up the dark for nothing. I'll take a bit of coin, it will, if he wants to chant. Let's give him like 5, why not? He studies the coins for a moment as they're laying in his hands. Ask. I'm looking for a man named Farid. He narrows his eyes suddenly. Farid, what about him? You suddenly seem wary. Why? Farid. Ragpicker Square is Shergrove's, me boss's territory, you see? Farid and his dogs came in a while back and tried to oust us. We fought him off, we did. So they're all in hiding somewhere now. We usually catch one of his lads now and then around the square. Usually turn him into a quick spotted jink at the mortuary with pike and sods. Tell me about Shergrave. He's my boss. Cast a shadow or a whole mess of collectors he does. I'd stay away from him unless you Got the right good cause to talk to the man. I've never spoken with him personally myself. Think about the collectors. Alright, same knowledge as always. Looking for a journal I've lost? Alright. I'll keep yourself safe, Cutter. If I find you on the streets, I'll be kind to your corpse. Alright, and now let's move before that happens. Can we enter there? We cannot. Ow! Barking Wilder. What is this? Let's just enter a place. It's a tattoo parlor. There's Fel. What's your deal, Fel? It's a Dabus. You see a Dabus? Something about it strikes you as odd. It's the same shock of white hair, the same greenish cast to its skin, the same pair of goat horns. Then you suddenly realize that this one is walking on the ground, not floating. For some reason, that makes you uneasy. I had some questions for you, the Dabus waits. Who are you? When he's about to ask, he suddenly realized you already know the Dabus' name. His name is Fel. As if in response, the Dabus inclines his head slightly, and a lone symbol appears above his head. It's blurry at first, then resolves into a white oval with a black lightning bolt through it. I feel like I know you, Fel. Fel bows reverently, and a stream of symbols swirl around his head, rotating clockwise and counterclockwise. Takes a moment to translate. This is the first time and not the first time you've come to this place. Do you know who I am? Yes, but I'm not permitted to tell your story. Why not?
Updated my journal.
My apologies, I cannot. I cannot change the nature of a man. Nature of a man, what does that mean? My apologies, I cannot say. Do you know how I died? Shadows. Shadows? Many shadows. They streamed from the darkness, swarmed you, and left you to die. Why? I do not know. Alright, well, you're very informative. What is this place? This is where I tattoo color and life upon flesh and bone. Oh, did he give me my tattoos telling me to find Farad? Can I see what tattoos you have? Oh? Huh. I'm guessing these are like buffs of some kind? That's interesting. We'll leave here for now. I don't know how much more he's gonna have for us. That won't just be a repeat. Alright, you know what? Yeah, let's go. There's too many of them. If we can.
I'm hurt.
I am hurt. Are you alright?
Beating a dead horse.
Well, we died. Let's see what happens. You just wake up here.
Like I've been strained through someone's bowels.
Well, that's cool. That's a cool thing to say. You got plus. Alright, I don't really know what any of that means. Oh, we got a character point, is the idea. I want to keep the general proportions the same. I don't know why, so we'll go like... I've got a system here. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but let's see. I mean, this is a game about, like, you resurrect all the time, right? So... Can we just leave? This is the front door, right? Or just, I don't remember how to get out of here, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, giant skeleton all of a sudden? What's the deal with that? Oh, what is this? Why is there a giant skeleton? I can talk to giant skeleton. But overall, let's try talking to giant skeleton. How you doing, man? Before you is a giant skeleton in ornate bronze armor. The armor has been bolted onto the skeleton's frame, and a series of elaborate symbols have been carved across the breastplate. You wonder where the skeleton came from. You wonder where they made humans in this size. The huge blade in his hands looks like it weighs as much as a wagon cart. So how long have you been standing here? A long time? The skeleton looks too dead to answer any of your questions. Either that or his head is too high up for it to hear you. Examine it carefully. The skeleton's intricate bronze armor is riveted into its rib cage and shoulder blades with a series of iron bolts. As you study the frame behind the armor, you notice the same iron bolts are set into the skeleton's shoulder, elbow, pelvic, and knee joints. A mass of thick leather cords and heavy knotted ropes run along the length of the skeleton's arms and legs, woven in a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. Examine the armor. Despite the armor's obvious age, it looks well cared for. It shines brightly, and the symbols engraved on the breastplate seem to flow in the firelight, shifting slightly when you try to focus on them. Symbols. Almost unconsciously, you let your gaze relax as you look at the symbols. After a moment, the symbols cease shifting and resolve into a trail of runes that runs up and down the breastplate. Strangely enough, the interlocking patterns of runes remind you of chains. And with that thought, you suddenly recall that these runes are some sort of warding enchantment. Let's try to recall the enchantment. You study the pattern of runes as they weave their way across the breastplate. At its most basic level, the runes are a lesser armoring enchantment. But several skull-shaped runes and spherical tracings along the edges of the armor make you suspect several greater necromantic and warding enchantments are woven in as well. Touching the skeleton will most likely cause it to awaken and defend itself. Can we dispel the enchantment somehow? Without experience. You suspect that marking the rune pattern along the breastplate could unravel the enchantments, but it looks difficult. The pattern is complicated, and scratching out the wrong portion could cause the skeleton to animate. What options do we have? Compare the pattern to enchantments in the Tome of Bone and Ash. See if you can determine how they can be broken. From what you can make out from the tome, it seems that the armor enchantment applies only to the breastplate. The necromantic enchantment allows the skeleton to be raised, but it is the warding enchantment that gives the skeleton its limited awareness of its surroundings. You'd guess that if you were to mar the skeleton's wards, it would interpret it as an attack. Unless you blinded it to your presence first. So, warding lets it see necromantic gives it life, but trying to erase that will be put on the attack. And armor is armor. So I think we want to get rid of the warding first is the idea. We obviously don't want to get rid of the armoring first. Let's try this. Hey. Work is difficult and nerve-wracking at first, but slowly your mind begins to focus, and the runes begin to unravel beneath your attack. Within minutes, the skeleton has been stripped of the enchantment spining it. It collapses, falling to the floor with a crash of bones and a heavy clanging noise. You wait for a moment, but no one seems to respond to the sound. Moving quickly, you sift through the skeleton's parts on the floor. Most of it is too heavy or too old to be useful, but you discover a piece of the skeleton's breastplate, with the majority of the broken enchantments engraved on it. You have a feeling it could prove useful. Hey, and now we can look at this too, I think. Oh. Why do I have a cobblestone? It was in the guy's skull. You know, this is literal junk, so that is kind of heavy as well. I mean, we don't need 3 knives, right? Surely. Alright, well that seems like a good thing we did there in terms of progressing. And I think we'll actually call it there. That's about an episode. That is episode length. So dying, we saved our money too, and all our stuff, so doesn't seem to be that big of a deal if we die. I guess we need to just, like, grind fights until we're strong enough to not have to worry about it, potentially. I don't really know what they expect for you for combat in this game yet, but if anything, it means I shouldn't be too afraid of people just killing me, I guess, is the takeaway. Yeah, but yeah, on that note, we'll call it here. And for now, as always, thank you for watching. I forget how many menus you have to go through to close this game.